more importantly, it's like I felt in flow with the emotions of myself without having to control, direct. I didn't have a need to be happy. I could go through emotions and be comfortable with them, is what I would say. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So now let's shift gears a little bit. So what happened? What are some of the experiences? Okay, so let me say this. To a lot of my clients, my male clients especially, one thing I tell them is when it comes to love, romance, and emotional fulfillment for a woman, it's not a logical thing. It's an emotional thing. Connecting on an emotional level. So the male energy is very what I call it's the closed door, okay? And it's external. And so it's push. And what you do is, as when Adam first came to me, he was pushing away the people that he liked or was attracted to, right?
Really badly, yeah.
Say that again?
really badly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a very hunter type energy when it came to talking to women. It was very, now on reflection, like just way too aggressive, way too direct, you know. It was just off, very off.
Would you say pushy and aggressive?
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, on reflection, I could see that I was in such heightened states of anxiety that I would have to like pump up my energy and kind of like kind of energy to get myself like, come on, man up kind of energy.
Would you say that's what the pickup artist courses do? They teach you to get, if you see a girl you like, you got 5 seconds, you got to approach. Do you remember that?
Yeah, they'll kind of like just throw you in there and say, go do it. And then you have a set of lines and words to say, and it's like, it's completely off. And the thing is, it's funny because I went to a party the other day where I've got friends who have done, you know, a bit of dabbling in these courses and whatever on pickup and stuff like that. And I was with a girl who was, you know, with me, hanging out with me, like a friend of mine after.
Yeah.
Went out for a drink, went to a party. One of my friends, like, I'd never noticed how creepy type energy he would have on women, and I'd never noticed it. So I'm sitting with this girl on my right, and she's like, he's a bit keen, isn't he? He's kind of
he's a bit what?
Creepy? Keen, a bit too enthusiastic, you know, a little bit
over the top,
on a prowl, a bit too hungry, you know.
Yes.
And he's giving off. She said he's giving off a bit of a creepy vibe, and I used to think this guy was smooth until I hadn't seen him for years, and I was like, oh wow, and it was like I was seeing completely differently. Like the old me would have been with him in that action, thinking he was smooth. And the new me is sitting on this chair, leaning back, just relaxed. There's this girl next to me, and we're just observing and having a laugh. And I was like, wow. So I would have thought that guy was the cool dude. Right. And here's me sitting here watching him, and he's just really going for it. You know?
So here's my point. What I teach not only guys on how to meet women, but it also applies to emotional healing, is when you chase what you want, you unconsciously push it away, especially if you're using what's called push male energy, okay? And with Adam, when he finally understood that I was trying to teach him when he first came to me, and he didn't want to have nothing to do with it, because no, it's all step 1, step 2, all left brain stuff. He didn't want to hear anything unless it was put in steps, right? Right. So all this internal awareness stuff that I've been teaching in all my courses, men are just like, this is weird. I'm not going to do that. That's, whatever, dude. That doesn't make any sense. And yet that's the very thing that shifts your whole reality. It's not just about women. So you came to me recently because you were in a lot of emotional pain. Yes or no?
Yeah, a lot of pain.
After we did the session, not only did you feel good, but would you say your head cleared up at least for that moment, for probably a few hours after that?
Yeah, so it's more than clearing. For me, I think the real thing that I've experienced from this is empowerment, because I wasn't in the best situation. There were things going on that, let's say, weren't that healthy. And so, more importantly, I think when you come to a place of emotional healing, emotional releasing, getting more grounded, it's actually a sense of respecting yourself and your boundaries and recognizing that you're there for yourself for the first time, and that's more important than just some temporary feeling, because it's more of a life sort of gift that you stand there for yourself. You're there for yourself. You know, you're nurturing yourself. You're respecting yourself, and that's just I don't know what's more important than that.
Who did you learn that from?
Self-love. What?
Who did you learn that from?
Yeah, I was doing that with the conversations we were having and the techniques that we were doing together. I got that from you.
Yeah. So self-awareness, or this internal awareness, is self-awareness, and this is what creates you to begin to be aware of your boundaries and to have boundaries, okay? And that's what, when you drop your energy inside, that's what creates your boundaries. And these are healthy boundaries. These are not logical boundaries or logical rules. These are emotional, physical boundaries that suddenly you're more in tune with. All of a sudden you're like, oh, they're invading my space, and you feel it, right? All right.
What I was learning from you was the protection of your own energies. I don't mean like, you didn't say in a defensive, put your armor and shield on type way, but more of a, like, from a perspective of your inner child or your inner voice or your inner self, like, kind of being like, I'm here for you. I'm here to yourself. You're like, I'm here for you.
To your inner being.
Here. I'm not running away. I'm here to nurture you, and you can scream, cry, go mad. I'm still here, and that helped a lot.
Everything Adam's talking about is what I teach in my course on emotional healing, on how to heal yourself. Okay, now I'll use my energy and do energy healing to help you to heal, and I'll walk you through it verbally, and you come out just feeling like almost like heaven. Wouldn't you say that? Like when you came out,
really?
You're like, wow, life is wonderful.
Kind of surrendered as well. It's a nice thing. I think particularly for guys, I don't think guys experience or understand that, because, I mean, you call it the linear left brain, but we don't generally say it, like label it. But I'd say that just the way that guys think, it's quite a new experience, and I think it's really important for guys to go there, because I don't think they can ever understand or connect with women on that level, to be honest.
That's very true, and that's the whole purpose of the course. So there's something I've been trying to get to, and you kept going different directions, so I'm just going to lead it. So Adam had some experiences after that one healing session. Okay, we made a list here. Would you like to share with them what started happening to you?